Celebration Sunday. It's time to crown a Big 12 champion. The Texas Longhorns are seeking back-to-back titles. Wow, the Cyclones, the three-point shooting Cyclones of Iowa State are competing for their first title since 2001. 4 quarters separate one team from raising the Big 12 championship trophy.
Everybody's coming for us. Everybody's coming for Texas. We don't run from them, we run to them.
Wow. Harmon, the dagger. What a tough shot. Texas Longhorns to defend their crown.
Everyone talks about being special in March. Our team's been special since June. There's only 2 teams playing tomorrow, and we're one of them.
And Iowa State's just heating it up. God, it's pretty. 3,000 points. Iowa State coming out on top. The atmosphere is electric for a championship game here inside Municipal Auditorium. Regular season co-champ Texas facing an Iowa State team who has the backing of thousands of rowdy Cyclone fans here today. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us alongside former Tennessee coach and Women's Basketball Hall of Famer Holly Warlick. I'm Brenda Van Lingen. Holly, we have been looking forward to this day all year.
Well, these 2 teams have been working towards this all season, winning a championship, celebrating on the court, watching the confetti come down, cutting down nets. It will be electric, Brenda, and it's great momentum going into the NCAA tournament. Stars are going to come out today.
You want stars? We've got stars. This year's Big 12 Player of the Year, Ashley Jones. Last year's Big 12 Tournament MVP, Rory Harmon. And Rory Harmon impacting the Texas success in so many ways.
Well, Rory is so dynamic. You put your head on a swivel because she goes up and down the court at a high rate of speed. She is the ultimate competitor. Rory's having a great tournament, doing a little bit of everything for the Longhorns.
And Ashley Jones in her super senior year is playing her best basketball.
Yeah, Ashley Jones is wrapping up her Big 12 tournament career in outstanding fashion. She puts her stamp on every aspect of the game. She draws so much attention on the offense. She is in constant motion, and her silky smooth shot ignites the Cyclones.
And today's Worth a Watch is brought to you by Principal, as the strengths of these 2 teams couldn't be more different. Iowa State with their offense, Texas with their relentless defense. And Texas is trying to make history. For more on that, let's bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Chris Budden.
Brendan, the history of the Big 12. Only 2 teams have ever swept both the men's and women's tournament titles. Going back to 2000, it was Iowa State, and in 2002, Oklahoma. Texas has a chance to end that drought today. The men knocked off top-seeded Kansas yesterday. The women with a chance to get the sweep of the tournaments today.
It has been a great week of basketball in Kansas City with the men's championship, the women's championship. The only teams that have won men's and women's championships in the same year, Iowa State in 2000, Oklahoma in 2002. The fans are ready. Fans from Austin, Texas coming up to Kansas City. Those in Ames, Iowa, driving 4 hours south to Municipal Auditorium. It feels like Hilton Coliseum South in here this afternoon. The Big 12 Championship 2003 ready to begin. And these 2 teams played each other twice this year, each winning on their home court. Deanna Gaston with the first shot of the game off the mark for Texas. As we look at the Iowa State lineup, Ashley Jones with the ball in her hand. She's surrounded by Emily Ryan, Lexi Donarski, Danae Fritz, as well as Morgan Kane inside. A jump ball will give the possession to Iowa State with 19 on the shot clock. And Holly, with these contrasting differences in style, that makes such an intriguing matchup today.
Well, it is a dynamic offense against a grinding, making you just grind it out defense.
Morgan Kane taking the first 3 for Iowa State, well off the mark. But the Texas starting lineup that you'll see today, Rory Harmon leading the way. She had 10 points and 11 assists yesterday and 7 rebounds. Best performance in the Big 12 championship over the years with those kind of numbers. Gonzalez from the corner had a terrific day yesterday. Gaston, so good. Phi inside, and Shea Holly. Ashley Jones rattles in and out. No score on the first couple of possessions. Shea Holly, no.
Nice.
Hattie Phi with a big rebound. That's going to be an issue today. Can Iowa State keep Texas off the offensive glass?
Yeah, offensive glass gives them extra possessions, and you cannot do that if you're Iowa State.
Foul on Lexi Donarski. Vic Schaefer, the Big 12 Coach of the Year, has taken 5 teams in a row to the Elite 8. He is looking for back-to-back titles as the Texas head coach.
And you see Iowa State sagging. Yeah, just there was a lid on the basket right now. Brenda.
And we saw this in the quarterfinal for Texas. They had a very slow start, but it hasn't been slow for Iowa State, and you expect them to be able to hit the threes. Ashley Jones, Player of the Year, getting things started.
Yeah, you can't fall down on defense if you're guarding Ashley Jones, because if she has an inch of openness, she's going to knock down the three.
So Texas facing a zone defense of Iowa State. Texas had a rough start in the Kansas State game in the quarterfinals, but a strong second half as they get the short corner shot from Shaylee Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Came through yesterday, Texas beating Oklahoma State in the semifinals. Danae Fritz from outside. No.
Yeah, and Iowa State's in a little bit of a sagging zone, just wanting Texas to beat them from the outside.
Gaston with the smooth jumper, all Big 12 first team, averaging over 12 points a game this season.
Yeah, when the forwards can step out in the short corner and make those shots, they're in business for Texas.
Iowa State played Baylor in the quarterfinals, beat them 74-63. And then against Oklahoma, the co-champions, along with Texas this year, they won 82-72. They hit 11 three-pointers against the Sooners last night. Donarski with a driving shot.
Yeah, great change of direction, just a little bit of hesitation, getting the defense up and then attacking the basket. That was a tough shot.
Donarski had 15 points in the second half yesterday against Oklahoma. Foul on Danae Fritz. Bill Finley, the dean of coaches in the Big 12 Conference, at least 25 wins in 10 seasons in his career, 755 wins as throughout his tenured career. And he's the second longest tenured Power 5 basketball coach behind Tara Vanderveer.
Yeah, both those two have made a great contribution to women's basketball, and I hope they continue to do that.
Gonzalez. And a good block out by Ashley Jones.
Yeah, great block out. You just can't go around. Faye's got to make just if you don't have it, get back, and that's just a foul that shouldn't have happened.
Texas is #1 in the Big 12 in offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and Ashley Jones does a great job of boxing out there.
And Texas very good in forcing turnovers as well. They're #1 in the Big 12 in points allowed. They also are #1 in turnovers forced, but they can't convert that turnover into points. Ashley Jones pulls up.
Yeah, right now Texas is making Iowa State play a little fast, taking quick shots.
Rory Harmon. That one's stolen away by Ashley Jones.
Yeah, nice hands.
All the way and in.
There's something about that rim because that ball hangs on that rim down there.
Oh my goodness, earlier in the tournament, West Virginia and Oklahoma State in the quarterfinals. West Virginia led almost the entire game, and Oklahoma State had the game-winning shot, and it hung on the rim just like that and fell through with .1 to advance Oklahoma State to the semifinals. Big rebound by 5, but couldn't score it. She almost left to the other end, but is there for the rebound.
Texas is getting extra opportunities because they go so hard to the offensive glass.
Already 4 offensive rebounds for the Longhorns. And just look, another extra effort to get the board.
And Brenda, it is about effort. Rebound is about heart and effort and how you're going to go hard to the basket.
5 on the shot clock. Gonzalez has it swatted away. That's a shot clock violation, and the crowd goes wild here inside Municipal Auditorium. The 3rd seed, Iowa State, off to a good start, up 7-4. Ashley Jones already 5 points in this game. The Big 12 Player of the Year leading the charge. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball. Welcome back to Kansas City at Municipal Auditorium. We're going to go over to Chris Budden on the sideline with a story on Ashley Jones' family.
Yeah, she is one of 5 basketball-playing sisters. 2 of them are in the house today. The ones that are here, Kelsey, who was just named Gatorade High School Player of the Year, and she'll follow Ashley to Iowa State. Bailey, she's a 5th grader. She's also in the house today. She's about 7 years away from eventually making her college debut. She's in the middle of the sweatshirt. She also has an older sister, Courtney, who finished her career in Illinois, and then Aubrey, who's at Oklahoma, transferring from Iowa State. A lot of talent in the Jones family on the hardwood.
Yeah, the Jones sisters were against each other yesterday in the semifinals, with Aubrey Jones and Oklahoma losing to Iowa State in the semifinals. The Cyclones off to a 7-4 lead. Ashley Jones, 5 of those 7 points for Iowa State.
So, Brenda, that's not a bad starting 5 for a university.
Yeah, right? Looking forward to seeing Kelsey coming and playing at Iowa State, and then what's in store for Bailey. Nyamir Dew is into the game. What a game she had yesterday in the semifinals, but she misses on that driving layup.
Yeah, she was phenomenal yesterday. Hitting threes, driving to the basket, rebounding. Great day for her.
On the floor, jump ball, possession arrow, Texas. Yeah, Nyamir Dew, the 6'2" junior out of Marshall, Minnesota. She didn't score any points in the quarterfinals against Baylor, and then she had 19 against Oklahoma. 4 3-pointers were the most in her career.
Yes, just outstanding. And Brenda, she was having some fun.
Yes, she was.
A lot of fun yesterday. Well, you always have fun when the ball goes in the basket.
That's for sure. An offensive foul called on Taylor Jones. Taylor Jones hasn't had a lot of minutes played in Big 12 championship, but she has been very efficient and effective.
Yeah, just kind of moved into the defense, pushed off, and can't do that.
Lexi Donarski going against Rory Harmon, one of the best defenders in the country. Gonzalez, floater, no. Taylor Jones, no. And another opportunity. Even though Texas has been all over the boards, that's their first second chance points they've been able to score.
Yeah, 6 offensive rebounds, and to this point, they have not been capitalizing on it. So if they can do that, that's just extra possessions, extra chances for Texas to score.
Nyamir Dew outside to Emily Ryan to Donarski. Boy, right on line, but short. Dew gets an offensive rebound. What a shot from Dew.
Dew Jones says, I can do it just like I did yesterday.
Big energy play. It's been Texas with all the energy plays early and the offensive rebounds, but Dew found a way to get a board against the Texas defense.
Oh.
And a strong power move by Taylor Jones. Well, we have you covered on Selection Sunday at 6. Reese and the guys look at the men's field of 68 as the brackets are announced, followed by bracketology with the breakdowns of each region. Then at 8 Eastern, the women's field of 68 is revealed with continuing coverage on ESPNU at 9. And then at 10 Eastern, even more coverage on both brackets. Everything is also streaming live on the ESPN app. We are so fired up. It's Selection Sunday. It's Big 12 Championship Sunday. Taylor Jones finishes a three-point play, but what a great week of basketball and more ahead.
Yeah, if you're a basketball junkie, you're smiling. If you're not, you got to get excited because this is great basketball.
All tied up. Jones going to take it right at Gaston, and Gaston says no. Texas is #1 in the Big 12, #6 in the country in block shots.
Yeah, and that's a tough play for Gaston. I mean, Ashley Jones has the ability to go to the basket, and Gaston does a great job of defending, staying between her and the basket.
Emily Ryan being defended by Rory Harmon. Jones steps back right in front of the Texas bench.
She makes it look so easy, and everybody knows she's going to shoot the three.
She's the #1 scorer in the Big 12. She hits 35% of her three-point shots. The Big 12 Player of the Year, 4-time unanimous All Big 12 first team. Nice feed to Taylor Jones.
Great ball movement, just side to side, and then feeds right in for a little put in. You gotta love, I love how she keeps the ball high. So the guard tried to get it. You're not gonna get it if Jones keeps the ball high.
A little dribble weave that Vic Schaefer's teams have always been known for, and stolen away by Zingaro inside. Fast break opportunity for the Cyclones, and good defense from Gonzalez.
Solid defense. You want to look inside, and what do? Reverse the basketball, and then Jones comes in and hits the three. That's a tough defend.
Yeah, Gaston is bigger, so she has to worry about her driving to the basket, but she also has to chase her around on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Donarski looking for Ashley Jones, who made a nice cut to the basket. Beautiful pass to set up Morgan Kane.
Gotta love the pass. Just a lot of help. Helped over and went right under the defense for an easy two.
The crowd on their feet. 3 seconds left in the quarter. To the other side, Jones, and no. Iowa State looking for their first Big 12 championship title since 2001. Off to a great start, up 14-11 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, really strong. Iowa State, they're really packing it in. Texas is helping over, just a little pass under, making it look easy around the basket.
This is the Big 12 on ESPN. Iowa State leading the Longhorns 14-11 as we start the second quarter, and Chris Budden was able to listen in on the Texas huddle.
Yeah, Vic Schaefer telling his team that we've got the open looks, just run the plays that we're meant to do. Stop doing something that we're not capable of. We have the looks, just trust me with the plays.
Now, Texas not shooting well in the first quarter. Just 5 of 18 from the field for 28%. They're not playing bad defense. Iowa State just shooting 35%. They've already made a couple of threes, though.
Yeah, they're just struggling a little bit scoring, rebounding. They're rebounding hard. They're just not finishing the play.
Rory Harmon missing the shot, but a foul on the floor by Morgan Kane, trying to block out Texas, who has just been relentless on the offensive boards.
Yeah, they just attack the rim, and every shot that goes up, you're going to see Texas surrounding the basket. So it's going to be really important for Iowa State. Keep them off, box out early, push them away from the basket, go up and get the basketball.
Our officials today: Dee Kantner, Jenna Cross, Mai Forsberg. Checking something with the scorers table, but we're back in action. Rory Harmon to trigger it in. Texas, the co-champion, along with Oklahoma in regular season Big 12 play. Shaylee Gonzalez using the screen.
Yeah, great play out of bounds, just using a little flare screen, got an open look.
Ties the game at 14. New defender now on Ashley Jones. Amina Muhammad, the freshman, putting the length on her. Nice pass to Morgan Kane, but blocked by Jones. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Dinarski wide left.
Great pass, just couldn't finish it, got too far underneath the basket.
The three-pointer from Texas.
Yeah, and Gonzalez, out of bounds play, looks, uses the flare really well, shoots a wide open three. Great look.
And right out of the timeout.
That's listening to your coach.
Now listen, do coaches like that when, you know, the players actually listen and execute?
Yeah, yeah. They just don't like you looking at them and they have blank stares. That's not a good look.
Gonzalez with another opportunity, missing that one. Gonzalez yesterday in the win against Oklahoma State was 3 of 5 from three-point range. She had 17. Here comes Rory Harmon. She's got a 3-on-2 break. Ahead to Gonzalez. Beautiful pass, beautiful finish.
Yeah, Texas runs the floor so well. They run it wide, and Rory Harmon knows exactly what to do with the basketball in the open court.
First lead for Texas since they were up 4-3. Lexi Dinarski is yelling to Morgan Kane to set a screen for her. Morgan Kane with a nice up and under.
And you see Texas, it's one-on-one, and they're just staying with their players. So what does Iowa State go? Going inside, and it's one-on-one.
It's nice to see these officials not calling those flops here early, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a few people try to draw an offensive foul, and so far the officials not biting on those.
Well, these are 3 outstanding officials, and they've been in this game for a while, and they understand it.
Traveling call on Jones on the block.
And they understand what a walk is.
With 4 weeks left in the regular season, our ESPN Sunday NBA matchup should be a thriller as AD and the Lakers host Julius Randle and the Knicks. Coverage tips at 9 Eastern on ESPN. You and I have had a good time at the Big 12 Championship
We've had a great
this
time.
week.
I've been talking so much, I'm hoarse.
Stories when we're not on the air, great analysis when we're on the air. It's been a great week here in Kansas City. Ashley Jones trying to go over 2 defenders.
Yes.
Nice tip by Zungaro to keep the ball alive.
She draws. That's a respect of her offensive game right there.
Emily Ryan got herself up in the air and didn't have anywhere to go with it. Rory Harmon off the window.
That's what Rory Harmon needs to do. Be under control. Just pull up. Got a great elevation on her shot.
The atmosphere here is just electric, and both of these teams just thriving in these conditions. Ashley Jones tries a roll over, and then it is a tie ball with her and Muhammad. Stays on this end.
Well, you see Rory Harmon, she has been attacking the basket, but plays it a little bit out of control. But here she's under control, pulls up, square to the basket, makes the easy 2.
So Bill Finley has been substituting in Izzy Zingaro, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore, and Morgan Kane at that 5 position. It's been well documented this year that Stephanie Suarez, the 6'6" center that transferred to Iowa State earlier this year, went out with an ACL injury at the beginning of Big 12 play, and it really changed everything for Iowa State.
And I like, Brenda, that we're not calling touch fouls. Probably did Ashley get bumped a little bit? Yeah, but it wasn't a foul that would bring an official to call it.
So a shot clock violation for Iowa State. Texas with a 2-point lead. In and out of traffic, Rory Harmon, but too strong on the finish. Here comes Danae Fritz. The redshirt freshman has been terrific for Iowa State, but a little slow to get going in this championship game. Rory Harmon picks up the foul, though, trying to defend Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz does a great job. I don't think she realizes she's a freshman playing in a championship game, but she plays hard. She's relentless.
So a foul called on Rory Harmon with the bump.
Yeah, just bumped her, and they're going to call that foul.
Donarski keeps her dribble going against Shea Holly. Danae Fritz, boom!
That's what I'm talking about. She just stepped up and nailed a 3.
She was the 3A Miss Basketball in the state of Tennessee. Over 2,000 points and 1,100 rebounds in her high school career out of Maryville, Tennessee. And you've known her since she was in 8th grade.
Well, in Tennessee, they call it Merville. So,
oh, yeah, Maryville.
Yeah, she was outstanding 3-point shooter, and is doing the same in this level.
Rory Harmon between 3 Cyclone defenders, finishes and 1.
Showing a little emotion, Rory. Love it.
Rory Harmon is so much stronger this year. Last year, she would wear sleeves because she didn't like people to see her arms. She has buffed up in the offseason, and there's a reason she's showing off her arms. She's got some guns now.
Well, there's a difference in being a freshman and a sophomore, and you get in the weight room, and that weight room pays off. It gives you more strength, more power, and able to take the hit.
Ashley Jones steps back, no, but Emily Ryan there. She's got the size advantage on Harmon, but she can't score it.
Yeah, just look at the battle inside. I love how the 2 post players are just going at it.
Holly on the baseline, 8 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Gaston. Gaston with a drop step.
No!
Flying in, Amina Muhammad flying in for the score, and she's fouled.
Yeah, she came from the wing, Brenda. That's rebounding out of your area.
She'll be at the free throw line when we come back.
We got a game here. Fritz hits a big 3 for Iowa State, and then what does Harmon do? She attacks the basket, finishing the play. Texas up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the game. Thanks so much for coming out to play a little around the world.
Thank you, John and Monica. 6 hours away from the selection show. Can't wait.
I love it.
We're counting down. Hopefully I'll get home. I think you're going to be in the air when that happens, but I will be home by then since I live here in the Kansas City metro area. Bracketology, it looks like Texas will be hosting NCAA championship. Projected 6 to possibly 7 teams out of the Big 12 making the NCAA tournament. We'll see. There's going to be some decisions to be made. West Virginia looked awfully good. They look like an NCAA tournament team, even though they're listed by Charlie as the first 4 out. It would be a shame if they're not in the NCAA championship.
Yeah, Brenda, they really would be a huge shame for them. Played well.
Big three from Ashley Jones as Texas has made it tough for the Cyclones to hit threes, but that one for Iowa State and Ashley Jones. She's got 11 points and 4 rebounds. Offensive foul called on Deanna Gaston.
Deanna Gaston, number 5, makes up the foul. Her first.
I think Gaston gets called for the hook here, and just they're really mindful of what's going on inside.
So Gaston picks up the foul. That's her first. And just a reminder, Emily Ryan, number 11 for Iowa State, the point guard, back on the court. She's got 2 fouls. So Bill Fenley rolling the dice, but that's his primary ball handler. And Ashley Jones tried to float it over the top, ill-advised against this quick, long Texas defense.
Texas just does a great job of denying the ball in bounds. It's almost a curse if you have to take the ball out of bounds.
Amina Mohammed, she made that spectacular tip in earlier and then scores over Ashley Jones.
Showing why she's a Big 12 freshman, only Big 12 freshman team, Brenda.
Now, one of those up-and-coming stars in the league. This is a league filled with a lot of super seniors, and there's also a few really bright freshman stars. Nice block from Texas. They're on the run. Shea Holly.
Good look by Shea Holly. A great behind-the-back pass by Gaston. She's shown her little point guard skills.
Well, Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus is a must-have for Big 12 fans. The baseball and softball seasons are in full swing, and there's more than 200 matchups available, along with the early rounds of both conference tournaments. Plus, it's the home for over 600 live events and original content. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com/Big12Now.
Iowa State does a great job of keeping their dribble. They don't pick it up and get in trouble. They keep their dribble.
Jones slipping under Mohammed, but too strong off the backboard.
Gaston is so athletic going up for the rebound.
What a first half. It's the Texas defense and offensive rebounding against the three-point shooting of the Cyclones, which is going to prevail. So far, Texas with a slight advantage, but what a great championship final so far.
And a back and forth. If you like the offense, if you like defense, you're going to get it here today.
Lexi Donarski comes and saves the ball after Jones picks up her dribble. Donarski changes direction, gets it to go, and one.
Yeah, Donarski does a great job, a great first step, attacks the basket, keeps her eye on the basket, and shoots through contact, gets a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Wow. I mean, that's a tough shot. Getting bumped, going up with her left hand off the window. First foul on Shea Holly, and a rare miss from Lexi Donarski, almost a 90% free throw shooter. This Iowa State team, you don't want to send them to the free throw line because they're first in the Big 12 in free throw percentage, 80% as a team.
Texas done a great job of keeping Iowa State off the free throw line.
Gaston shot over 2 defenders, and then a foul on the scramble for the rebound. There were like 3 Cyclones there and 1 Texas player, and the foul is on Iowa State.
It's real physical underneath, and Texas plays physical on the block, and Gaston goes up, and she thought she got a little foul, but you got to play until the whistle blows.
And then Ashley Jones picked up the foul trying to block out Holly on the backside. A minute and a half remaining in this first half of play in the Big 12 Championship Final. Gonzalez, no.
Wow. Goodness.
Wow, that's right. Amina Mohammed, the way she skies for those rebounds. But Texas can't take advantage.
Gosh, they're getting great offensive second chance points, just not taking advantage of it.
Backdoor cut, Naimir Du offside, gets her own rebound, keeps her pivot foot blocked by Muhammad.
Yeah, all ball, all ball.
Ashley Jones gets a hand on it. There's a scramble, everybody on the floor. She tries to reach.
Whoa!
The officials waited to blow the whistle until there were 2 sets of hands, and Ashley Jones was trying desperately to get the ball out, and finally, jump ball, possession arrow, Texas.
Ashley Jones did a great job of putting the ball out, trying not to let it get tied up, but it was a little scrum there. Jump ball.
Ashley Jones did a pretty good job of trying to get it away from both Muhammad and Rory Harmon.
She just couldn't go too far. She's laying on the ground. Nice.
Turnaround jumper from Gaston. She's got 6 points now.
Yeah, Gaston's really been working hard inside.
And a warning given to Texas because they tapped the ball out of bounds, so that's a warning. If they do that again, could get a technical foul. Ashley Jones gets that one to crawl over the rim.
Wow.
13 points for Ashley Jones, and Iowa State has drawn to within 1.
Well, Iowa State just keeps working and working and working, and they're going off the shoulders of Ashley Jones.
All right, Chris Budden standing by with Coach.
Coach, defense, physicality, what have you seen out of your team early today?
Well, I think we're playing good defense. I'm not sure how physical it is. I mean, it's on both ends. We're, you know, this time of year, it is what it is. So got to play through some of that stuff. But I'm really proud of my kids. They're playing really hard.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. When you take care of your team, they take care of business. Our score at the half, 27-26, Texas leading. Now, let's send you out to the studio for the halftime report.
Gets there, but the problem is Texas is there when the ball gets there, so not getting a chance to get a good look at the basket.
Iowa State in their cardinal and gold jerseys as the number 3 seed. They have the first possession. Morgan Kane keeps a hold of it, but then she is fouled on the shot. Hattie 5 picks up the foul. Big 12 championship title game here in Kansas City. Texas looking to go back-to-back championships. Iowa State has been to 6 championships up until now. This is their 7th, but they haven't won one since 2001.
And that's incredible to me, Brenda, because we've watched them play, and they play so hard, and they're always competing, and what a great opportunity for them today.
Well, keep in mind, this is the first Big 12 championship title game without Baylor playing in it since 2010.
Wow.
It's been all those years that Baylor has been in it. They have dominated. They were the 6th seed this year, lost in the quarterfinals, so now you're seeing 2 new teams in the championship this year. Texas beat Baylor last year in the title game. They're looking to go back-to-back. That one gets away from Danae Fritz, and they dive to the floor. It's a jump ball. It will be possession arrow, Texas.
Yeah. And you'll see Harmon, what she does best, attacking the basket and draws defenders, and she just dishes it to Gaston for an easy, easy bucket.
Gaston with 6 points. Gonzalez leads the way for Texas with 7. Harmon has 4. That's most of the scoring for the Longhorns.
Texas is doing a great job of making that zone move.
Nice shot right at the free throw line, right in the soft spot of that zone.
I love Gaston has the ability to shoot that mid-range jumper. It makes her more dangerous and difficult to guard.
Ashley Jones leading the way with 13 points for Iowa State. Make that 16.
You can't back off of her. You can't go under the screen. It's hard to switch. That's why she is Ashley Jones.
She's got 16 of the 31 points for Iowa State, and she ties it up. Morgan Kane has 6. Behind her, Donarski 4. And Lexi Donarski with the rebound there. Last year, Lexi Donarski was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. This year, it's Rory Harmon. But Donarski, good on both ends. She misses that jumper, but it will stay on this end.
Yeah, and Ashley Jones, what do we talk about? How she shoots the 3 ball. You cannot go under a screen. You can't back up. If you're going to switch, you got to step up, and she just takes total advantage of it.
Ashley Jones leading the way, 16 points, 4 of 6 from three-point range. More points than the entire rest of the Cyclone squad. Jump ball, possession arrow stays here, so the shot clock will stay at 9.
Well, Iowa State trying to establish an inside play and great defense. Good opportunity for Iowa State out of bounds because they're really, really good at running their out of bounds plays.
Emily Ryan over the top, boy. Shea Holly was right there on the catch. They lob it inside to Zingaro. Does she have anywhere to go? Yes, she does.
Yeah, go on the other side of the basket. Great step over and great opportunity for her to score.
I mean, she looked like she was way under the backboard, and the defense in Gaston was all over her, and she still found a way to score. Whistle, stoppage of play. Oh, Zingaro looks like she might have some blood. Might have gotten popped in the face, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, and so she sees it was solid defense from the beginning, but just steps through, goes under the basket, uses the rim as a defender, makes the play.
And it was Hattie Fye that was defending her. Just creative work. It must have happened early because
yeah, I didn't see
at the end.
Yeah, I didn't see at the end.
Gaston likes to get that ball right around that Big 12 logo, right in the middle of the paint.
Holly's got to be ready to shoot the basketball.
Gonzalez lines up for 3. No, but there's Rory Harmon. Everybody inside was blocking out the players inside. Nobody accounted for Harmon.
Yeah, Harmon really smart going in among a bunch of trees, just brought it back out.
Gaston double team. Rises up, no. And there's Emily Ryan. Emily Ryan went out of the game in the second quarter because she picked up 2 fouls. That's the first time she was off the court in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, you never see her out. She's a little Energizer bunny.
She leads the Big 12 in minutes per game, and Harmon plays a lot of minutes as well as she makes a tough shot.
She makes a lot of shots just getting ready to fall on the ground, Brenda.
It really is. Harmon and Emily Ryan play more minutes than anybody else in the conference, and they're matched up against each other. What a point guard battle we have. There's Ryan, blocked.
Yeah. Great defense, great, just timing, just timed the block. Solid defense.
8th block for Texas.
Yeah, just come in and attack. When you attack the basket, you better be ready to get your shot swatted up into the 3rd row.
Tip in, attempt by Danae Fritz, and then she scrambles, no, right into the hands of Hattie Fye. Gonzalez, no, Shea Holly, no.
Yeah, Holly's got to hit that. She's wide open. She's got to hit that.
Holly is a 40% three-point shooter and way off the mark on that one, even though she was wide open. Ashley Jones spinning off the backboard.
Yeah, and Bill Finley wants them to speed up their pace. They don't want Texas to control the tempo, and great drive, and Ashley Jones just goes hard to the basket. Little fade away from the basket.
Service, Texas.
18 points for Ashley Jones. She's fouled by Hattie Fye, the transfer from Texas Tech, who has 3 fouls. And Ashley Jones just putting this team on her back right now as she has given Iowa State a 3-point advantage. And a stoppage in play again. Emily Ryan is going over to get something taken care of on her knee. Looks like she might have blood on her knee.
And Brenda, Texas did a great job the first half of keeping Iowa State off the free throw line. Well, now they're this quarter 3 for 3, so we need to watch that because Iowa State is excellent from the 3-point line.
That has to be a concern for Vic Schaefer. His team has been outscored 10-6 here in the 3rd quarter. Foul away from the ball. I believe that's on Naimir Dew as she was trying to defend Gaston. That's her 2nd foul.
Well, that's hard to do. Gaston's strong, physical, and Dew gives up a little bit of muscle with her, but has the length.
So now Iowa State gets even bigger as Zingaro comes back into the game, and they also have Naimir Dew at 6'2" along beside her.
Need to probably get a little penetration.
Rory Harmon, top of the key, big rebound, Ashley Jones. Texas is 1 of 10 from 3-point range, and Ashley Jones crashes into Deanna Gaston and will go to the free throw line.
Well, Iowa State is picking up their tempo, and they're rebounding and running and trying to force Texas into a scramble on the defensive end, and Ashley Jones does a great job of attacking the basket.
Gaston picks up her 2nd foul, and as we said, you don't want to send Iowa State to the free throw line. As a team, they shoot 80%. Ashley Jones then misses the first. We have you covered on Selection Sunday at 6. Reese and the guys look at the men's field of 68 as the brackets are announced, followed by bracketology with breakdowns of each region. At 8, the women's field of 68 is revealed, with continuing coverage on ESPNU at 9 Eastern. Then at 10 Eastern, even more coverage of both brackets. Everything is also streaming live on the ESPN app. Ashley Jones made the 2nd of 2 free throws. She has 20 of the 37 Cyclone points. That one looked like somebody got a piece of it.
And I think Dew did, just with her long arms and extending out and closing out on the shooter.
Emily Ryan goes into Jones, and then another foul called, and Ashley Jones is fouled. We'll have a break in the action. Iowa State up 37-33 with 4:46 remaining in the 3rd quarter in this championship title game. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. When you take care of your team, they take care of business.
Welcome back to Kansas City. Iowa State up 37-33 here in Kansas City. And one of the fun things about this tournament, at halftime, people get a chance to knock down a half-court shot. Well, yesterday, Shaylee Gonzalez of Texas, her dad made the half-court shot. How about the basketball that's in the Ashley Jones family? We've talked about it. Sister Courtney today threw one up during halftime today and made it. Brenda, we had a family last year do it as well during the finals and semifinals.
We sure did. Last year, Nalissa Smith's dad won the halftime contest. So now Shaylee Gonzalez's dad and Ashley Jones' sister. I mean, it's pretty remarkable. Phillips 66 giving out a lot of money to a lot of family members here at the Big 12 Championship.
Yeah, I wish I had the chance to shoot.
You do? I bet we could arrange that.
Well, it's going to be a little embarrassing because I don't know if I could hit the rim. But how cool is that? Hey, shooting's in the family, in the Jones family. Wow.
Well, I saw Courtney out here. I'm like, okay, she's a shooter. I can tell. And it's like, oh, that's Courtney Jones. All right, she played at Illinois. She's the oldest of the Jones family. Just pretty remarkable. Ashley Jones, no. And on Shaylee Gonzalez's dad, you know, that's not surprising that he's a good shooter either. Both her mom and dad played at Grand Canyon University, and her mom was her high school coach, Shaylee Gonzalez. Her dad was her club coach. So she certainly comes by it naturally, but she's got some very talented parents.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the opportunity, the point that her parents coached her. Now, we talked a lot about this. I'm not real sure I want my mom coaching me because it never goes away. It's always there. It's at home. It's at practice. And, yeah. Well, I know my mom wouldn't do it because she's not a very good basketball. She is good at the stands, you know, the officials, but that's where it stops.
So Naimir Dew picked up her third foul to send Gaston to the free throw line. Gaston, 8 points. This is her first trip to the free throw line. Well, with 4 weeks left in the regular season, our ESPN Sunday NBA matchup should be a thriller as AD and the Lakers host Julius Randle and the Knicks. Coverage tips at 9 Eastern on ESPN. Gaston misses the first, makes the second.
You see Texas picking up because Iowa State is trying to get into a rhythm where they're going to run, rebound and run, throw it in and run because they want the game to be, the speed to be picked up a little bit.
And we've seen that a little bit here in the third quarter, right?
Yes.
And again, Ashley Jones backing her way in, and she is fouled and will go to the free throw line once again.
Well, Iowa State's trying to get Texas to scramble on defense, scramble in that transition. Get the ball in and go. And Texas wants Iowa State to get deep in the shot clock, Brenda. They want the clock to wind down because they're really good at finishing the play on defense.
They want them to work.
Absolutely.
They want them to work against that relentless defense.
Absolutely.
Third foul on Deanna Jackson. She will go to the bench. And Ashley Jones converts the first free throw.
And it feels like Iowa State is getting to the free throw line more, and they're really scoring right now from the free throw line.
Yeah, in the third quarter, they're 6 and 7 from the free throw line. Gonzalez goes into that high post area and knocks down the jumper. Jones, 22 points, the rest of the team, 17. But Texas just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc.
Just great ball pressure right here, just staying between the ball and the basket. Making Ryan really work for everything she gets.
And a foul called inside. You know, you see Iowa State back down players a lot of times, and if you can defend them one-on-one, it's tough for them to score. But if you come in the double team like that, that's when they pass to the right player.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want you to come down, double down, and they're really great at finding the open shooter. So Texas, hey, just hold your ground, stay between the ball and the basket. Don't foul, make them make a play over you.
So Emily Ryan at the free throw line, a 92% free throw shooter. All Big 12 second team selection this year. Oh, and we had the wrong player shooting the free throw. We had the wrong player shooting the free throw. It was supposed to be Morgan Kane who was bumped.
Okay. Take that point off.
Iowa State tried to pull a little switcheroo there.
Hey, but these outstanding, if they picked it up immediately.
Morgan Kane, just a 70% free throw shooter, which isn't bad, but it's one of the worst on the Iowa State team. She makes the second after missing the first. Averages about 6 points a game typically. And today she's got 7, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. The foul had been on Muhammad for Texas, her second. And Shea Holly is fouled.
Yeah, I think that's what Texas needs to do, what they did, just attack the basket, because Iowa State is doing a great job of forcing Texas, throwing side to side and not getting any penetration into the lane.
Second foul on Donarski, just the 3rd team foul of the quarter for Iowa State. Up top to Taylor Jones, and then she's fouled and players tumbling.
Taylor Jones just does a great job of keeping the ball high.
So it was the second foul on Kane. Ashley Jones, or excuse me, Taylor Jones.
A lot of Joneses.
There's a lot of Jones. They're spelled differently. Taylor Jones is J-O-N-E-S, the traditional way. Ashley Jones is J-O-E-N-S. But Taylor Jones has an interesting story. She was recruited by Vic Schaefer to Mississippi State. She also was recruited to Texas by Karen Aston. And both of them ended up moving on, so she ends up going to Oregon State her first 3 years before transferring to Texas.
Well, she was also recruited by the University of Tennessee.
Is that right?
That's right.
Who at the University of Tennessee recruited
Yeah, well,
her?
I recruited her. I wasn't very good, obviously, because she went to Oregon State.
Holly picked up her second foul. I mean, there's a lot of players. You're not that far removed from your coaching career.
Yeah.
You recruited a lot of these players.
Yeah, and you know, Dina Fritz on Iowa State's team. I watched her as a young player at Maryville High School. So it's really fun to see them coming in now, how much they've grown and matured, and their game has gotten better, and their body has developed. Fun to watch.
Donarski went 1 for 2 from the line. Iowa State shooting a little lower than their average on the season, just 8 of 12, 67%. They typically shoot 80% from the free throw line. They're up by 4. Nice pass. Oh, Taylor Jones not able to get it to fall.
What a great look. I love the high-low, just didn't finish.
Iowa State's been going to the free throw line. They haven't made a field goal in about 3.5 minutes. Emily Ryan kicks out to Ashley Jones.
Well, interesting, they've got Rory Harmon on Ashley Jones now. That gives up a couple of inches, so Ashley Jones was inside but got help and he had to kick it out.
Muhammad muscling it up. And Morgan Kane, what a tough defensive effort and rebound.
Yeah, Texas has just missed 2 buckets around the basket.
Rory Harmon on the floor. Emily Ryan went over her, kind of sat on her to get the basketball. Ashley Jones, change of speed, and then she's fouled.
Yeah, great shot fake. Got Jones up in the air and then attacked the basket, and Muhammad had to come over and help. So you see Ashley Jones back up, little shot fake, and then Muhammad had to come over and help and draws the foul.
So that's the 3rd foul on Muhammad. Ashley Jones herself is getting Texas into foul trouble. Gaston has 3, Muhammad has 3, Hattie Fye has 3. And most of those fouls have been drawn by Ashley Jones. And again, an uncharacteristic missed free throw.
Well, I think it's the pace of the game, Brenda. It's the physicality of the game, and it takes a lot out of you. And then this is their what, third game of the tournament?
Good point.
So, I mean, it does take a lot out of you and your legs.
That's a really good point. We haven't mentioned that in this broadcast. 3rd game in 3 days for both these teams. Holly missing that one. Muhammad is just relentless going after the basketball. Ashley Jones, 10 points in the 3rd quarter. The whole entire Texas team, 10 points in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and Texas has got to get their defense a little bit under control here and stop putting Iowa State at the free throw line.
This time, Donarski looked like she might have got popped in the face as bodies were flying to the floor.
Well, it's a physical game, Brendan, and Muhammad does a great job of pursuing the basketball, and Donarski just gets up under her and just gets hit in the face there.
You know, Amina Muhammad hasn't lost a game in March for quite a while. She won 2 state championships for DeSoto, Texas in high school, and she's 2-0 here in the Big 12 championship. So it's been a while since she's lost a game in March.
That's incredible. Wow. Great high school basketball in the state of Texas. Really fun to watch.
Ashley Jones passing to Zingaro. Nice recovery by Taylor Jones.
Oh, great pass.
Harmon had a piece of that blocked. Iowa State doesn't have a field goal in almost 5 minutes. Their points have come from the free throw line. There, Danae Fritz finally gets a field goal. Extra effort for the freshman.
And that's what Fritz did. She did it yesterday in their game, and now she's doing it today.
Biggest lead of the game for Iowa State with a 5-point advantage. And a turnover for Texas. You can tell this is a very pro-Iowa State crowd. We are 4 hours away. They had to drive 4 hours down I-35 from Ames, but they have packed this place. They love their women's basketball at Iowa State. Last shot of the 3rd quarter, an opportunity here for Iowa State. Jones going to work against Muhammad, kicks it to Dew. Dew had 4 3-pointers yesterday, and she hits a big one today. Iowa State leading by 8 points as we go to the 4th quarter.
It's been the Ashley Jones show. She's shooting the 3. She's getting the and 1. She's doing everything to help Iowa State get their championship.
Yeah. Iowa State up 47-39 in the Big 12 championship final as we start the 4th quarter. And before we went to break, Nyamir Dew with a huge 3-pointer.
Well, you knew it was going to her, Brenda, because she was in the corner practicing her shot, and all she did was step up. She'd been practicing, so she knew it was going down.
Big shot for Iowa State. Now let's go over to Chris Budden.
Well, Dew had such a great game yesterday that coming out in the 2nd half, Finley asked her if she wanted to start, and she said, no. Morgan Kane, she's not going to play in this tournament ever again. She deserves to get that spot. Finley said after the game, he's like, did you hear that? That's not every coach gets to coach that kind of selflessness.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
What a great report, Chris. And it just shows the selflessness of Nyamir Dew to allow, after she had such an incredible game, to say
Love that.
needed to start.
That's what it's all about.
Good start in the 4th quarter for Texas. They needed that. They go inside to Taylor Jones for the score. Holly, in the 1st half, Iowa State only had 1 free throw attempt. In the 3rd quarter, they were 9 for 13 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you just cannot put them at the free throw line. That's where that gives their energy. That's where they're confident at that line.
They go back inside to Taylor Jones. Iowa State gets a hand on it. Jump ball, possession arrow, Iowa State. What's at stake? Texas going for back-to-back Big 12 conference championships, and Iowa State has not won since 2001. And I got a little personal note. I actually was on the call of that game in 2001. You were coaching at Tennessee, winning championships.
Yep.
I was starting my broadcasting career. That was my first call of a Big 12 championship game.
Wow.
Megan Taylor was the star for Iowa State. She came over and hugged me after the game when I was interviewing her. And so I was on the call of the last Iowa State championship back in 2001.
So you're saying you're not 30 years old right now?
Did I say that? I started my broadcasting career very young.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and very good at it, might I say.
Inside to Morgan Kane for the bucket.
Yeah, so Texas is trying to go inside, and Iowa State's trying to go inside.
Iowa State tying their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Roy Harmon get in the paint just on penetration. Texas is doing a good job throwing side to side. But Iowa State's doing a great job of keeping the ball in front of them.
Lexi Donarski outran Harmon, but too hard off the backboard. Harmon trying to set up against this zone. It's been tough for Texas to find open shots. Their best option, besides the block here, has been getting the ball to that Big 12 logo. Offensive foul. Taylor Jones leading with the elbow.
Well, there's nowhere to go. They're just getting doubled.
Let's look back on the other end as Morgan Kane got that pass for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Iowa State's known for their threes, but they're going inside and they're producing. Kane is producing for the two.
Full court pressure from Texas. They get it to Emily Ryan. Oh, she got caught on her hip. That's a travel. Just got it caught behind her body as Rory Harmon in great defensive position.
Yeah, just trying to keep the ball away from Rory Harmon and got caught on her hip.
3 turnovers for Texas in their last 3 possessions. Taylor Jones posting up tough. Gonzalez, they need one of those from her. She tracks it down. Good hustle to get an extra opportunity.
Nice pass.
Beautiful lead. Taylor Jones just not able to get it to go down.
Yeah, great look. Ball just rolling off the rim there. Yeah, Jones has got to step up on Ashley.
Jones taking it at Gaston, spins into a double team. Somehow rolls in, and Iowa State up double digits.
Well, she's showing you that you can score over big girls.
And Vic Schaefer calls a timeout.
Yeah, and Ashley Jones, oh my goodness, she's putting on a show, taking it to the basket, giving Iowa State a 10-point lead in the championship.
The Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi mega cast. If you want a little different perspective on the women's Final Four, they'll have a show on ESPN2 during the Final Four and the semifinals on March 31st, the championship on April 2nd, hashtag Bird Taurasi. Going to be very entertaining, and we've had an entertaining afternoon today. The entire Big 12 championship has been fantastic, but this one has exceeded expectations. Iowa State and their fans in full throat here. They lead by 10. Gonzalez and Shea Holley for Texas really need to step up.
Yeah, they've just not had a great shooting day today, but that doesn't mean they can't step up and hit big buckets, but they need to, because Iowa State's doing a great job of just packing the lane.
Gonzalez steps inside the paint. She's 1 of 7 from three-point range. She made 3 three-pointers yesterday in the win over Oklahoma State. Shea Holley is 0 for 5 right now for the Longhorns. So to your point, they need to hit those perimeter shots to loosen things up.
Well, and Iowa State's doing a great job of keeping Texas off the offensive rebound boards right now. They're not getting any rebounds to get second chance looks.
Ashley Jones against Roy Harmon. 3 on the shot clock. Good defense by Harmon. You're not going to dribble around Roy Harmon very often.
No.
Gaston double team, stripped.
You know, Gaston's got to get rid of the ball sooner. She's getting double teamed. She should know it's coming because they've been doing it.
Donarski draws the foul. That's the 4th foul on Deanna Jackson. Or excuse me, Deanna Gaston.
Yeah, well, she's got it. Just understand what's coming. Kick it out and then repost because, look, she's drawing a lot of attention, and rightfully so.
At the line, Lexi Donarski.
Seeing the body language right now for Texas concern you?
Yeah, it does. I mean, they can score quickly because they play really hard on the defensive end. So, okay, ramp up your defense, get in transition, score easy buckets. Every bucket or every attempt they've had right now has been contested. So they need to get their offense going with their defense.
5.5 minutes remaining to a title. Largest lead for Iowa State. And another turnover for Texas. 13 total. Emily Ryan for a straightaway 3.
Whoa, scoring inside, Brenda, scoring outside. Iowa State is on fire. Yeah, and you see Iowa State's been going inside, but you know what? They stepped up big. Ryan hits a big 3 to bring him in, headed into trying to get Texas on the ropes.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball. Iowa State is on a 9-0 run here to take a 15-point lead with 5:07 remaining to a title. Texas hasn't scored in about 4.5 minutes as Iowa State just outscoring Texas in this second half.
Yeah, the third quarter for Iowa State was spectacular. They scored 21 points in a quarter, and that's uncharacteristic of Texas to give up that many points. So credit Iowa State. Really, they're getting it done inside. You talk about Iowa State, you automatically say three-point shooting, free throws. They're getting it done in the paint.
And it is Selection Sunday, so Iowa State making the case for a better seed in the NCAA tournament. Remember, they were hit with a hard injury. Both these two teams have suffered tough injuries. But Stephanie Suarez at 6'6" was going to be the post player for Iowa State this year. They were a top 10 team before she was injured. On the other side, Texas, too. I mean, they've endured so many injuries. Aaliyah Moore went down as Jones is fouled on the shot. But Aaliyah Moore went out December 11th. Rory Harmon had some injury problems at the beginning of the year, so it took them a bit to get together. And then Sonia Morris, the starter for them, the transfer from DePaul, who's a great scorer, 12 points a game, she's been injured since February 4th. I mean, with those players in the lineup for both Texas and Iowa State, these would both be top 10 teams.
Absolutely. That's big losses for both groups, and you plan to have those players in your program, and then you've got to adjust and yes, just tough. The injury bug just hits everyone, especially this time of year.
3 fouls on Morgan Kane inside. Muhammad, double teamed, rips it away. Jones Taylor Jones out-muscling Ashley Jones. And then an offensive foul away from the ball on Taylor Jones. That's her third.
Well, Taylor Jones she's pretty much everywhere at 6'4". She's been on the floor more than any guard. So what do you see? She just goes for the ball and just draws the foul. Looks like she hit her with an elbow.
Texas picks up full court. Rory Harmon all over Emily Ryan. Loops it over the top. Ashley Jones, little hesitation, and Taylor Jones blocks the shot.
Yeah, great block. Good play, trying to score inside. Taylor Jones does a good job and keeps the ball high. I think I sound like a broken record. If you're a post player and you're watching, keep the ball high. Taylor Jones is doing a great job at that.
Texas in urgent mode right now. They have got to get some points, and they go into Taylor Jones to get them. Emily Ryan, great block. Winnentanda into the game with the block. Taylor Jones screaming for it inside. She's got 12 points, the only player for Texas in double figures, and Ashley Jones tracks it down.
Just a little too far away from the basket for her. Got to get her a little bit deeper inside. Great defense, though, for Texas. Texas got to get their defense going to create them some offense.
3 minutes remaining till it's idle. Donarski picks up her dribble. 5 on the shot clock. Nowhere to go. Emily Ryan, step through, no. Winnentanda battles for the rebound. Here comes Texas. Rory Harmon takes it right at Kane, who bumps her and picks up her 4th foul.
Yeah, I want her to do that. And what does it do? Get her to the line, stops the clock, and allows Texas to set their defense full court.
Rory Harmon, she has 6 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Last night, she was close to a triple-double. She's putting up points in every category once again. Nyamir Dew checks in for Morgan Kane, who gets a big round of applause from the Iowa State faithful. And Rory Harmon at the line. Misses the first. Well, it's Selection Sunday. We've got you covered all day long at 6. Reese and the guys look at the men's field of 68 as the brackets are announced, followed by bracketology with breakdowns of each region. At 8, the women's field of 68 is revealed with continuing coverage on ESPNU at 9. At 10 Eastern, even more coverage of both brackets. Everything is also streaming live on the ESPN app. So on the missed free throw, Muhammad gets the offensive rebound and is fouled.
Well, I understand that you don't sometimes put people on the free throw line. That's a coach's decision, a coach's philosophy. But Muhammad just saved the possession, went up, just came out of nowhere and got that offensive rebound at the line.
She's got 9 rebounds to lead the Longhorns, but she misses both free throws. So 0 for 4 from the free throw line in a critical situation for Texas. You just can't do that with a title on the line.
You win championships, you got to hit free throws. You got to hit free throws.
Ashley Jones spinning, but Winnentanda picks up the foul. It's on the floor, but it's not bonus yet. That's the 4th team foul of the quarter, and it also resets the clock to 20.
Yeah, Texas right now has to have a sense of urgency. They got to finish. They got to get their defense going, and they got to finish plays, Brenda, on the other end.
Both teams have made 19 field goals in this game, but Iowa State 7 of 16 from distance. Texas 1 of 11 from three-point range.
Yeah. Got to deliver. Nice.
Donarski finishes.
Oh, I love Donarski. Just smart, heady.
Gonzalez, top of the key, got it. Big shot to draw Texas within 10 with 1:46 remaining, and Vic Schaefer calls a timeout. We'll take a break in the action. 1 minute and 46 seconds left to crown a champion in the Big 12. 1:46 remaining. Iowa State leading by 10. We're looking for a Big 12 champion. Iowa State wants its first title since 2001. Texas, if they can pull off a comeback, will be back-to-back champions. And Texas is the #1 seed, but in all the Power 5 conferences, think about this. South Carolina, the only #1 seed to win their tournament. Iowa came through and won the Big 10. Virginia Tech in the ACC. Washington State came through in the Pac-12. We've got an opportunity here for the #3 seed to win a conference tournament title.
Well, if you've been following women's basketball for a long time, you'll see it's just parity. There's great parity this year, so it's difficult to win a championship. It's difficult to win regular season, difficult to win a championship.
Muhammad picked up her 4th foul trying to defend Ashley Jones. Texas 11 of 16 from the free throw line. Comparatively, Texas 6 of 14.
Well, Texas has got to make shots, and then they've got to get their defense going because Iowa State's just going to, they're going to try to run out the clock, and they're going to want to get fouled because they're excellent at the free throw line.
Ashley Jones scored 30 points in the quarterfinals against Baylor. She had 22 against Oklahoma. And now in this game, she has 27. To go along with it, she's got 9 rebounds and 3 assists. I think the Big 12 Player of the Year might be getting the most outstanding player of the championship as well.
Well, if anybody had any question of who the Big 12 Player of the Year is, just watch this tournament. She has been outstanding.
The super senior playing her best basketball and almost got that offensive rebound, but she was grabbed by Mwenentanda. Today's player of the game is brought to you by Phillips 66. Who else? Ashley Jones.
Absolutely no question. You look at her stats. She's scored. She's rebounded. What a way to go out with this game in the Big 12 tournament.
You don't see a lot of emotion on Ashley Jones' face very often, but this crowd is chanting MVP, and you saw just a little bit of emotion. It's been a long time coming for Iowa State. They have not won a regular season title or a tournament title in Ashley Jones' time here in Ames, and she is on the verge of it right now.
Well, Brenda, I will promise you this. If you're in the NCAA tournament, you do not want to see Iowa State. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're playing well. They're playing together. They're playing smart. And today I've been really impressed with their defensive ability.
And an offensive foul called on Alexi Dinarski is Rory Harmon is never going to stop being a pest.
No, she's just a competitor, and she's not looking at the clock. She's just wanting to play the game.
The battle on the boards. Iowa State's done a great job keeping Texas off the boards here in the second half. They get an offensive rebound there. Shea Holly hits a 3. Vic Schaefer calls a timeout. The Iowa State fans are ready to celebrate. They don't like it.
Hey, gives you more time to yell. Gives a chance for the bands to play.
And we're on the verge of NCAA tournament, right? Vic Schaefer still coaching up his team, preparing for the rest of March. This Texas team, Vic Schaefer's taken 5 teams in a row to the Elite 8. Mississippi State and Texas. He's coaching them up for March.
Well, there's always the opportunity to teach, to get your kids to grow, to learn, and that's what he's doing right now.
Texas in their huddle around Vic Schaefer. Iowa State around Bill Finley. Bill Finley has won 2 Big 12 championships, but they were many years ago, year 2000 and 2001. Doesn't mean Iowa State hasn't had a great team over the years. They've been terrific over the years. Baylor has dominated this conference for a long time, and Iowa State a lot of times was in second place. So it doesn't mean Iowa State hasn't been good all these years. They just haven't won that championship title in 22 years. Well,
Baylor went through a run, as we know, with Brittany Griner and those great teams. It was hard to get past Baylor, and you could have a great team, and it was hard to get past Baylor. But great for Bill Finley and what they've done, and his staff, and just taking this group and just keeping teaching, and it's always, again, it's a learning experience, and I thought really impressed with how they played, and of course Ashley Jones, but I thought Morgan Kane was really tough inside, especially on the defensive end.
She scored 9, Donarski scored 9 to complement Ashley Jones. The Kansas City crowd here, this is the last time the Big 12 championship will be inside this historic building at Municipal Auditorium. It will go down the road to the T-Mobile Center next year. And so in style, in fashion, Iowa State winning the Big 12 championship title. The Cyclones are wearing the crown for the first time in 22 years.
Wow. Awesome week of basketball, really fun, and congratulations to Iowa State. Golly, they played awesome today.
Ashley Jones leading the way with a double-double, 28 points, 10 rebounds. Bill Finley getting back to the championship title after all these years. The dean of Big 12 coaches, it's his 28th season at Iowa State, his 3rd Big 12 championship title, and he is so appreciative of the crowd that came today and the way his team showed up.
Yeah, look, it's not easy winning a championship. It's hard. You got to have some good breaks, but you also got to play at the right time, Brendan. Iowa State has peaked at the right time.
Chris Budden is standing by with Ashley Jones.
Ashley, the school's first Big 12 tournament title since 2001. You trailed by 1.5. How'd you get it done today?
We just all played with a lot of heart. We're not the biggest or the strongest team, but we're going to play as hard as we can, and we were able to get it done here today, and it feels really good.
You came back because there was so much more to accomplish, and there still is for this team, but what does this moment feel like with this team and Coach Finley?
It means a lot just to be able to come back and do it with this team. They're a really special group, and the coaches do an amazing job, and I'm very happy to be here.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you.
The super senior showing some emotion, a big championship, a monkey off the back in some ways for Iowa State, and Ashley Jones finally got her title.
Well, when you're a senior and you're going out and this is your last tournament playing the Big 12, you know what? You love it that you're going out on top. Congratulations to her and the Iowa State Cyclones.
Iowa State, the automatic qualifier as the champion of the Big 12 Conference. We'll see where they are seated later on today on this Selection Sunday. Once again, our final score, Iowa State 61, Texas 51. Iowa State is the Big 12 Women's Champion. For Holly Warlick and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Brenda Van Lingen. Thanks for watching. So long from Municipal Auditorium for the last time. So long from Kansas City. Coming up next is the XFL.